Okay, so we're going to start our session now. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line. Your right palm on your left. And gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound, please. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the blessed one, the exalted one, the fully enlightened one. So bring attention to your body, please. Scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Supatveva, or may I be well and happy. 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. Then let observe the impermanence, unsatisfactory nature, and selflessness within each and every sensation arise, followed by the inhalation, exhalation. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. So following my words mentally, relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your whole back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your all abdominal organs. Relax your bottom. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. So bring attention to the lower part of the body and observe and see if there are any strong sensation, tightness, heaviness, heat. If you can recognize contact with the cushion or the couch or the chair, if your foot on the floors, how the pressure, the connection with the earth or the carpet or the floor, your hands, sensation with your cloth, your garments. It is not kind of visualization. It is not thinking. It is just very clear, simple feeling and recognition. It is a very clear perception. Just observe it. You need no need to think about it. Don't change anything. So whatever the sensation you see, it happened in this very moment within your own body, and you recognize it within your own mind just by yourself. Keep continue that. Bring attention to your lower back area and see if there any sensation, tightness, heaviness. If you can recognize, in your upper back and shoulders. Now slowly bring attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation in front of your nose, so your upper lip area. And slowly bring your attention to that sensation. And when the inhalation or exhalations happens, just recognize it yourself. This is inhalation, this is exhalation. So inhalation or exhalation will happen itself. So mentally you no need to do anything. Completely be relaxed and just observe. When it happens, recognize. Like you're going a ride and you are in the passenger seat. So don't try to interfere with the driver. So driver is your body. And according to necessary conditions, inhalation, exhalation will happen. And when it happens, just you recognize. Just bring your complete attention. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Just be limited to very present moment of experience. Make it more simple, sharp, clear, with the sensation happens moment by moment. Little bit, bring more attention and see the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalation, exhalation. Also, be aware about the length and the depth. You may experience some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. Remember not to interfere with the inhalation or exhalation. It's a natural process. Follow single, simple, sharp, direct, present moment of experience. Bring attention only to the sensation and see the change happening moment by moment. Don't look any other details. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this with clear intention. Mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once. like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in Japan one day, one Zen master went to visit his student. So that day was a very cold day. The student took this master to a restaurant. And while they having their dinner, this Zen master, this monk, saw the girl who serving them, kind of like a very solid, calm and relaxed, that waitress. So the master told to his student, you know, that girl practicing meditation and she having very good tranquility state. So the student start to argue with the master. How you can tell like that? And look at her hair, look at the way she dressing. And so like that, he start to look all these outside details. So then the master called this little girl and she came. And this master, this Zen master, using this iron chopsticks, took, this was sitting next to a fireplace. And he took a piece of charcoal and told to this girl, I want to give a gift, and offered this charcoal. It was very hot, burning. What she did, she bent down her knees and she had a kimono, and that in kimono, she had a long sleeve and she covered her hand and rubbed her hand. And with the great respect, she accepted that gift, and the master put the charcoal on her palm. So she took it and went back and put it to the fire. So a student was watching this. And from then the next round, she came and knee down in front of the master and told, I want to give a gift. She took the iron chopsticks and picked a piece of charcoal and offered to the monk. So monk took the robe and rubbed it with his hand and accepted the piece of charcoal and said, "Thank you, I really appreciate that. I was waiting for this," and put it back to the fire. So dear devotees, when it comes to life, remember, one of the most important skill that you have to develop, adaptivity. When you look at this nature, this many million years, generations to generations, how that all these living beings, this nature, these animals be protect because of their adaptivity. Even these plants, trees, even these material things, invisibly have this nature. So then remember yourself, whatever the situation come, don't look for escape, don't look for resistance, don't look for fight. Develop a skill to accept it. Once you set up your mind, you will find a way to accept it with the respect. And if you look for rejection, that way also you will find many things. Remember, in our mind, there are two words, yes or no, peace and fight. You can pick this anything. These both have the same power. So then yourself, when a situation come in your life, no matter what, just accept it and adapt to that situation and see what you can get out of this. Why? Because it doesn't matter how hard or how difficult, how sad, how worried, or maybe how beautiful, how happy, that never going to be same again when it come back, or it never going to be forever. Maybe this is the only moment you're going to experience it. So, but if you hold it to the self-centered mind and always try to fight with the situations, with the people, with the environment, then always you develop the fight. You will strong inside you the fight. And someday you're going to lose. So that's why if you learn adaptivity day by day, day by day, day by day, when you develop your mental skills, remember, in any situation in your life, always learn to accept it. It's okay. Things will going to settle down. Look at the nature, season by season, how this all the nature change. And sometimes we afraid for situations, but still look at how things keep flow, keep go through that without having any harm sometimes. And we sometimes say, oh, we are human beings, we have this much knowledge, we have this much power. Sometimes in the middle of the desert, there are little plants. They survive many years without getting any disturb out of very hard, difficult heat. But as human, with all these facilities, sometimes with our loved ones, we get so hurt, we get so difficult, we become more miserable because of little things. So then remember yourself, learn to adapt according to necessary conditions and situations. Even when that all the enlightened masters, once they attain to the enlightenment, that is the best quality that they have. So then as an ordinary person, if you follow this path, little by little, develop it, practice conventionally around you, with your families, with your situations, with your life, deeper in your mind, with your physical and mental condition. Accept it. Once you accept it, you will see how beautiful it is. And maybe it start to show you something. It start to take you to certain place, whatever you waiting for. Maybe it start to give a guidelines to get into your higher purpose. It become kind of like opportunity. But if you fight with that, you block it, you cannot see it. So then you miss your own opportunity sometimes. So then in day-to-day life, even when you practice meditation, so whatever difficulties come, just look, because whatever the pain, sensation arise, look into it. And it help you, it invite you to be in the moment. Just imagine if there is no any sensation, what will happen to you? You get lost in this mind. So then you get the sensation, you get the tightness, heaviness, heat, discomfort, you start to settle down there rather than fighting with it. So then once it become a profitable skill, deeper in day-to-day life with your bodily, verbally and mentally action, whatever come out, it's going to become more and more and more profitable for you and for others. So today we're going to talk about, there is a sutta in Anguttara Nikaya, book 8, Sati Sampajanya Sutta. Sati Sampajanya Sutta is a very important sutta, and it talk about the meditation and how, from where you should start and how you can develop it to until the ultimate bliss of the nibbana. There are 80 steps, and at the same time it show like even from the highest apartment to the homeless person, even from California to Mongolia. So anywhere in the world, in any condition, very rich person to very poor person, millionaires to beggar, king to ordinary person, any person, from any place, wherever that place person, from that place, how he can enter to this path of enlightenment. It is not nothing to do with the outside condition. That is the important thing you have to understand. It is the very recognition of the path. So that is why when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, mind is the forerunner. So mind is the chief. Once you recognize that, if you know how to settle down with it, then you can slowly get into that. This is available for anyone. If they look for liberation, salvation, transformation, or the enlightenment, or the wisdom. And this is kind of like how you enter to the ocean, how you enter to kind of like a big lake or the river to swim. There are places and people go and slowly, and they don't jump into the depth. They this little by little, they go into the water. So like that in this sutta, Buddha explained how, from where you should start your journey and how it's going to take you step by step to the depth. Not from the middle or not from the end you can start. There is a journey that you can start. So Sati Sampajanya Sutta, it called mindfulness and situational awareness. This is how the sutta start. Mindfulness and situational awareness. So you have to start with this situational awareness. So when it comes to situational awareness, the very important place that it is start, it called Hiri and Otap. So the Hiri and Otap means that moral shame and dread. So the moral shame is kind of like embracement or the guilty that you having regarding your own actions. If you have a guilty to do something, and or even in conventional life, if other people don't accept it, and if it is a demoral action, or it affect for your character, and later if you know, when you remind it, when you know it, you have done it, if it is make you shame, fearful, guilty, and that is what called hiri and otap, shame and dread. So when it comes to that, if you put this all together, these two, from the ancient time, when there are no religions in the world, this is one of the very classical kind of like a moral practice, hiri and otap, shame and fear, or the dread. And if you put these two words together, this is how: don't do stupid things. That is what? That is where this spiritual journey starts. Don't do stupid things. So from stupidity, and when it comes to that, it is a very common knowledge you have to practice in day-to-day life, and regarding you and regarding other people. And according to the behavior, and according to the situation, you have to understand. And there are certain places you can do things, and there are certain places you cannot do that. So then if you go to certain place, and according to that place, you have to understand what you should do. And then there are certain places you cannot do certain things, then you have to understand you cannot do it there. And it is just not only you, and you have to think about others also. So if you do that way, what will happen? It affect for your vital condition of consciousness and awareness. So this vital condition means the strength regarding you build up with your awareness. And if that awareness or the consciousness not strong, or if you have kind of like a doubt, or even if you have the kind of like yourself feel kind of like a sorry, pity, then what will happen? That this path not going to develop. So in the very basic level, as an ordinary person, according to your position, then you have to look what kind of things you should do, and what kind of things you should not do, and what kind of result you will get. This is not kind of like a ethical conduct, or we call it sila. No, this is generally in day-to-day life. So according to your position, according to your situation, according to your environment, you have to understand how to behave, and not to do harmful things, not to do dangerous things, not to do shameful things, and not to disturb others. So that is where in the very first level you have to start. When you start to behave like that way, what will happen? Your vital condition of awareness going to become strong. And then it giving a kind of like a satisfaction to you deeper inside. Just imagine like this way, that you go to a party, and then you go with maybe with other friends, and then you are the driver. So then everyone now having the drink. Now everybody around you having drink. So it is a party, and everybody dancing, music, and everything. So And then there is a, sometimes you forget that you are the one who going to drive back. So then while you're enjoying, there is a friend come and tell you, hey, remember, you have to drive. When you hear that, what happening to that your mental condition, it bring back to your present moment. So that present moment is uplift your strong, your vital condition of awareness and consciousness. So how about if you continue that yourself without help from another person, if you continue it yourself, oh, I have to drive back, I cannot drink, no, I cannot get tired, I cannot do dancing, I cannot get tired, I have to drive back. So you keep thinking, you keep this, so you become self-centered, and you aware regarding that your position, what you have to do. Maybe you go with your family somewhere, and then you have to do something, and maybe children, they are playing. As a father or as a mother, you have to keep watching them. You maybe go to Big Bear or somewhere like that, and they keep playing. They go crazy because they see this in outside. But at the same time, maybe your friends doing something else, and you like to go and enjoy with them. So now you are in a situation. And then what happening? You have to keep watching the children. So you know, you consciously, you know, oh, I have to do it. I have to do it. Maybe your husband or wife come and remind you. Keep watching the children. So maybe you are consciously, you take a decision. And that will uplift your vitality, consciousness vitality. So that is the beginning. So in day-to-day life, look, sometimes mostly at home or anywhere, when you're going to do something, mostly your mind may be in the past or in the future. But if you come to the present moment, in that very present moment, your condition of conscious vitality going to become higher and stronger. So that is the beginning of your spiritual development. If you lose that, remember, then it is very difficult to fix it in another way. When you have that condition, what happened next? Then naturally you gain this sensual resistance, that with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you start to become well disciplined naturally. It is not by holding yourself, I don't do this, I don't do this. No. So it naturally happening. It's a process. When you complete that, the first step, as a result of that completion, your next step going to arise. That means that the sensual resistance. So whatever the perception come to you, you become very careful. As like the mother or the father watching the children. See, your friends may be somewhere having a party, and you have to watch children. In the middle now, you keep thinking, you know what to do. So then you not go and enjoy the party with your friends. You stay here and keep watching, keep watching. So that in that very moment, what is happening? That whatever the desires arise you, and you block it. So that is the second step happening. In the very first level, conventionally, that if you develop the situational awareness, as a result of that, what's happening? Your sensual faculties going to become naturally calm and relaxed. So as a result of that, what is happening? That your ethical conduct going to become so strong. That means you know what to do and what not to do. It's yourself, you develop that condition. It is not that you read precept, or you read kind of like rituals, or you read kind of like a disciplinary codes. It deeply yourself, because once you recognize the position, and as a result of that recognition, your sensual faculties become calm, relaxed. As a result of that, naturally your moral conduct practice going to become stronger. So as a result of that, what is happening? Your concentration going to become so clear. Why? How this concentration going to become so clear? Here Buddha mentioned some other details. There is a quality in our physical and mental, it called avipatisari. Avipatisari condition. So this avipatisari condition means that when you do something, and out of that success, whatever the mental condition that you gain, it's kind of like happiness and joy. Oh, I did this. So after mental practice, physical practice, whatever the success you gain, it brings you the confidence, and that confidence, it's kind of like a gladness yourself. It's kind of like a rapture that you feel confident yourself, you feel happiness, joy yourself. That is help for you as a foundation to develop your tranquility state. So it is deeply yourself by mind, practicing yourself. When you stay away from unnecessary things, when you behave well yourself, when you're able to maintain yourself, as a result of that, you gain self-satisfaction, rapture, and the joy. It is not the physical joy or physical satisfaction, it is a mental quality that you gain. So you need that to get into tranquility state. So if you are mentally unhappy, sad, worry, you cannot get tranquility state. So that is the basic rule. With the unhappy mind, you cannot get into tranquility state. So then happy mind means it is not this physical happiness. So by practicing mental qualities, that the joy, happiness, or the rapture that you develop in you, gladness you develop in you, become a foundation to settle down yourself. So once you have that rapture, that tranquility state, then the true knowledge and vision start to arise. So true knowledge and vision means you start to see things as it is without disturbing from any other informations. So whatever you see, hear, smell, taste, feel, and even whatever the ideas come to you, you start to see it as it is. And once you see it as it is, as a result of that, dispassion arises. Why? Because you start to see the change. When you see yourself how things change itself, there's no attachment. And once you have that knowledge, as a result of that, you gain the vision of freedom. So that is what called the nibbana. So vision of freedom means that the freedom is not this conventional freedom, that you become free from this samsaric journey. So it is totally, remember, when you go with this sutra, you can see it is totally just with the mental practice just by yourself. It's nothing to do with this outside world. Of course, we have to live with the outside world. Conventionally, we have to balance it. We have to follow certain things. But at the same time, when you go to the beginning, And you have to look that outside world and you have to get the influence out of it. And you have to have a very comfortable life yourself. And then you should not disturb for others. So you start from there, and then step by step, how you develop your mind is going to show you the vision for the freedom. So then remember, in day-to-day life, when you practice, and start with the first step. What is that? Don't do stupid things. And when situations come for you, look who you are and look around you and think about other people. And there are responsibilities you have, and there are positions you hold. Maybe other people need your help. Maybe other people live depending on you. So you have to think that all. And when you think like that way, remember, you start to feel, when you recognize yourself, your position, there is a miracle going to happen. You know what is that miracle? You start to feel other people. You start to recognize other people. And then you become more and more vulnerable regarding yourself, become happy regarding yourself, satisfied regarding yourself. And then you understand, you start to recognize other side of the the situation, and then you become more calm and relaxed. So that understanding, that awareness is called situational awareness. It is just not only your mind. You start to understand your around you and around the situation. So situational awareness, that is where you have to start. And once you start with that, then your journey become more and more and more easy and also beautiful, and it is become more profitable. So then remember, the spiritual path means not just going away from the society, or not just you become alone yourself. It's nothing to do with that. It is completely mental practice, and at the same time, it is nothing to do or nothing to give up whatever the lifestyle that you go through as a husband, wife, children, so brother, sister, or whatever the things that you do. While you're doing that, still you can practice this yourself. How? And start with the, the basic moral practice. And start with the moral shame and moral dread. So from there, little by little, you yourself maintain your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind faculties. And whatever it come to you, and you become well disciplined with it. And once you develop that discipline inside you, it bringing you self-satisfaction, joy, gladness, happiness, raptured in you. So then you settle down with that again and again, again and again. It start to giving you the vision to understand things as it is. Once you have that understanding, from there you recognize whatever come to us, it's not going to be forever. It change. Once you tune to that wisdom, you're not going to hold it to anything. That is where the dispassion arises. And once you have that dispassion, and little by little, you will release this old defilement slowly in you. And then one day you will experience the vision of the freedom. So Buddha mentioned it as it's kind of like a tree. Health, if it is the tree is not healthy, the branches, the trunk, the root, and the tree leaves not healthy, and it it you cannot take anything out of that tree as something valuable. And but if the tree, the roots, the trunk, the branches, the tree leaves, that everything strong and healthy, complete, you can name it as a tree. and it give the benefit out of that goodness. Same like you. If you complete this all, your spiritual path become kind of like a well-grown tree. And out of you, and you give the goodness to others, you complete, and in that completion, whatever bodily, verbally, mentally action come out of you, going to be complete. But if it is crooked, if it is sick, if it is not grown well, if there are some unnecessary defilement, what will happen? Whatever come out of your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, it's not going to bring the happiness or the satisfaction to this world. If it is come with the greed, hatred, or the delusion, what will happen? It multiply the greed, hatred, and the delusion. So then remember yourself, you holding a position in this human history to today, in this entire sansaric journey, you holding a position. From here, whatever the things that you do, don't empower the greed, hatred, or the delusion to this world before you leave. When you leave, and try to reduce that as much as you can, and increase the other side of the world with the loving kindness, generosity, and compassion. Multiply that and generate that current, and end of your day, live your life completely strengthening the loving kindness, generosity, and compassion to the next generation. If you can do that in this very lifetime, before you die, you will experience the ultimate bliss of nibbana. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi diga yuko bhava. Ittavata cha mihi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idammi punya kammang asavakkaya vang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.